Alrighty guys, today I'm going to be installing this AFE Momentum air intake on the Dodge Durango RT. I have the 5.7, so I have to get the box air filter twice. My hood here, water actually gets inside, and that's where the old one is, so yeah, let's get started. Alright, so I took off my engine cover, just laid it down there. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have to undo this piece here, this one here. I gotta be careful with the sensor right here, and pretty much looks like it might just unclip for here. And on our box, this really looks like, well, it's gonna open it, but depending how this one sits, we might actually have to remove this whole entire contraption here. And it looks like it's attached to this, which kind of looks like it just slides down if you lift up this part right here. Alright, okay, so I unscrewed this piece here, and this one top bolt here, right here, that's an 8mm. Alright, I loosened this clamp, and we're gonna have to be careful with this hose too. Okay, so when you take off this 8mm bolt, everything should kind of just like wiggle out. So you're just gonna pull it away from the throttle body, and this part here is pretty much the same concept. You loosen this clamp enough to the point we can get it off this green here, and you got like a tab here. Pretty much it'll be the same thing underneath. Kind of just pull it apart slowly. Don't want to break anything. Remember, this sensor is plugged in. Okay, so I just kind of unplugged mine before I did the next thing. Just hold the top, hold the bottom, and pull it out slowly. This is a tab up here, so the pressure, when you press, would be more towards the tip. So just squeeze the top and the back, pull it out slowly, and then we can remove this part right here. And just kind of wiggle it around. Alright, I'll do that part. Okay, and like I said, you just pull it away from the throttle body and out of that box there. And I pulled it this way and over, so to get out of the box. Okay, on your old box, you're gonna need the sensor here, so just remember, don't damage this. Just leave this part alone. Wouldn't need that for our new. Okay, so now back to this area. We're gonna try and take this out. I was looking around and I noticed under here there's a little tab here. We're just gonna unclick that, get like a prying tool or whatnot, and this piece should just kind of fall out, and we should be able to get that out. Alright, so this is now off. Alrighty, so that was out, like I said, but I felt resistance, so it looks like I actually took off the box itself, just kind of took it apart. There's the top, there's the filter. Inside, there's these suckers we have to get. So that's what's holding our rocks down. There's one there, one here, and one over here too. So I'll let you guys know what's our next move when I figure it out. Okay guys, so actually kind of silly, I just literally kind of pulled up, and these grommets here, they kind of just fold in, and you can just pick it up pretty much. Remember, it's one here, one there, and one back there. They literally just like little prongs. And just wiggle it, and voila. So like I said, it was that one there, this one and that one. All I did was pull up. I started from this corner, kind of pull up and twist it out, and just be careful with this part here. Okay guys, so now our old parts are out, and now let's have a look at the new ones. So inside, this box is just monstrous compared to your little one right here. It's freaking huge. But this is the housing for our air filter. This sucker right here. What's our dimensions? Bam. Oops, sorry, it's so blurry. And here's our tube. Actually goes into our throttle body, and this is for our tube that was hanging out here, and this is for that sensor I was telling you guys about. Bam. Alrighty, so let's get to it. Alrighty, so in our kit they give us a spacer here, and there's our clamps. Those two smaller ones are for this here. Pretty much you put a ring here that angles onto your throttle body, and your other ring comes on here. Okay, so this is pretty much what it should look like. Ring in the back. That one, you just push this as far back as you can. It should hit this little piece right here. Then I like to do my adjustments to have the screw facing up in case I need to, tighten it again. I have easy access to reach. And do the same thing for the front, but don't tighten this one all the way just yet. Just keep it tight enough where it won't fall off inside, and it would be impossible to get in. Alright, next up. Okay, in this bag they provided with us, there is 2 grommets. Assuming one is for that sensor, so needs to go in the new part, which will go in here. And I'm pretty sure the other one is for the end that requires this tube. So I'll go ahead and assemble that a while. Actually, I was completely wrong. This part goes inside the grommet for that area, according to our old intake. See a direction here. There also is on that one there. Oh, I can't get it to clear. It's so blurry. But you can see the arrow right there. Okay, so to get our old one off, it pretty much was locked this way. There's a little tab here in the corner. Just gonna, jeez, if I can find it again. This little tab right here. You're gonna lift that up and kind of twist your sensor this way, and it should come right out. And this piece is going into our new part right there. Okay, so this part is really annoying. Here's our grommet from the pack, like I said, but this part is the part that holds the sensor in, so you're just gonna get that in there nice and snug and put on the sensor like I showed you before. Okay, so finally, once that's in, you're gonna grab your old sensor here and you're just gonna push it in and twist. Follow the instructions. Okay, once that's in, that little tab should be behind that ramp, I would call, or that lock. Now we're gonna come back here and put our stuff together. Okay, so if you want this second clamp, like I said, leave it loose. You can slide this on top of this part. So we'll shove this inlet right in there. Okay, so like I said, open it up. We'll left it slack here. Open it up wide enough you can slide it on here, and the inlet should just pop right in. Now we don't want to tighten that until we figure out how our housing for the filter is going to sit on this end. So we're going to take our housing And you can see it has the 3 exact holes that our previous one did, so we're gonna mount that first. Okay, so I did put the box on there, but I did notice too that it was really wiggly. So I came back to the old box and took out the grommets there, put them right back on these pillars, and now I'm gonna put it on again and see if it doesn't shake as bad. And that's actually much better. There's way too much wiggle, so it is a little more stable right now. Now we're gonna put the filter on here. I just kind of have that such a funny angle because it was in the way. I probably should do that first and then this, but oh well, we're getting there. Almost done, guys. Okay, so I actually just ended up taking this out because I couldn't get it on without it. Now that here's actually looks like we're gonna need a ratchet to make it tighter. This thing looks like a freaking shotgun, man. It's insane. It's bigger than my arm, literally shoulder to hand. It's massive. So I hope it's decent. I heard it's supposed to get better mileage, horsepower, torque, all that good stuff. But yeah, we're gonna clamp down this end, fit it into there, and plug it back in there. Okay, so you can only ratchet that to a certain point. You're gonna need like a wrench or something after, or crescent. But yeah, we're gonna put that in there and finish up. Okay, so everything is back together. All our clamps are on here. There's one here, there's one here. Our sensors back in place. Our tubes are back in place. We have our clamp here for our filter inside. We have our clamp here for our box. There you have it, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. Comments below. I'm just gonna put my cover back on. Thanks for watching, and let me know. And now for the sound test. Oh, you can hear a difference out in the open. Okay, so this is after the intake is installed. You definitely get a deeper tone. A lot more aggressive. It's definitely worth the upgrade. As far as mileage, I'm not sure yet. I'll have to do another review of that soon. Alright, so this is a follow-up. I have driven a little while around, and I can definitely say I went from 8 miles a gallon, this is city, to 13, so I'm pretty impressed with the results. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. It's a cooler intake. You can hear the difference. Very satisfied.